Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
Autumn.
And Sang.
Since we first launched our YouTube channel, we've gotten requests to post tips and tricks for doll and toy photography. Today, we're finally getting started on this with a list of our favorite editing apps to use for toy photos, plus some of the very best features of those apps. Apps alone can make an average photo excellent, so these will be great to make use of if you want to gain likes or followers on Instagram, Flickr, or any other social media. We do also eventually want to film a more general toy photography tutorial, which would focus more on techniques for lighting, angles, backdrops, and more, so stay tuned for that, hopefully in the near future. The first app we're going to focus on is PicsArt, which is free to download on your smartphone. This really is the quintessential photo editing app, and in fact has many features similar to professional editing software like Photoshop. This app offers a lot of fun and surreal filters through the Magic tool, which can make your photo look hand-drawn or painted. As with most editor apps, it contains a variety of filters, although we do have a much better suggestion for filters later in the video. There's also an option for adding text, which is great for watermarking your photos or speech bubbles. An especially fun PicsArt feature is the stickers, which let you place different types of cute, cool, or even spooky objects or stylized text on your photo. The Add Photo option is great for placing another picture on top of the one you're already working on, which is really nice for adding flying characters or objects, covering flaws, or even positioning your toy alone onto a completely separate background photo. We'll show you guys how to do that a little bit later. The Mask tool adds fun and colorful lighting effects that can create illusions of speed, lighting, shapes, or much more. The Draw tool is especially helpful for adding a little artistic flair. Similar to Photoshop, you can use the eyedropper tool to choose a color anywhere on the picture and cover different spots with that same color. You can draw wherever and in whatever color you like to add some hand-drawn fun or to just cover up mistakes and smudges on the photo. This is especially useful because you can actually use this feature to cover up flaws on the toy itself, whether it's smudges, paint issues, or anything else. If you're anything like me, you definitely love some lens flares and sunshine in your pictures. PicsArt has a ton of really gorgeous lens flare effects that can make your picture look brighter, more dramatic, or even a little bit sunnier.
PicsArt is also a great app for creating your own collages and combining different pictures into one. To do this, simply start with the collage option instead of edit when you first open the app.
There are many more features to offer in this app, so we definitely suggest exploring this one a little more on your own.
The next app we'll be using is Repix. This is a simpler one, but one of the best for adding fun effects to your photos. Unlike the mask feature in PicsArt, The effect tools here can be manually placed wherever you want. There's also a lot to choose from, including sparkles, stars, hearts, raindrops, and more, although some of them you will have to pay for to use.
Next up, we have InLight, which will be the only for-pay app we'll be using in this video. It costs $3.99 to download, but is ad-free and offers some very special features and tools great for manipulating your photos. What's also nice about its interface is that it offers several tutorials for each feature, so you won't have to learn everything on your own. It's similar to PicsArt in many ways, but offers even more customizing options for applying effects to specific areas, blending or twisting objects, and more. One of my favorite tools in InLight is the effect brushes. With these brushes, you can add cool effects such as bubbles, paint splatters, and sparkles. InLight also has one of the very best text tool options, with loads of styles in beautiful fonts. You can add shadow, transform the shape, and even more. While there is a lot to do in InLight, it is worth mentioning some of these features can also be used in different free apps. Whether or not it's worth your money will come down to how much you want to customize objects, shapes, or text in your photo, and if you enjoy having a one-stop shop for most of your editing.
There's also the popular selfie editor Facetune, which is pretty useful for toy photos because they have the reshape feature, which is great for correcting any eye wonk or other shape issues your toy might have. The smooth option can also be useful for removing the visibility of dust, stray hair, or streaky paint on your toy. Meitu is the perfect app for all things cute and colorful. You can make your doll look straight out of an anime. The hand-drawn feature filters your photo to make the subject look softer and super cutesy, but be careful because it can usually only focus on one subject at a time. Meitu also has a special effect tool similar to Repix called the Magic Brush. In this app, you can paint rainbows, clovers, flower petals, fireflies, or snow onto your photo.
The Eraser app is a very handy and easy to use tool for completely removing backgrounds or certain portions of photos. You can either manually erase whatever you want using the main tool, or switch to the target area to remove large chunks of similar colored backgrounds. There is a go back options, so don't worry about mistakes. You can increase your precision using the sliders just above each tool. Next, we'll show you how you can use this app in combination with PicsArt to place your toys in front of any background you want. First, place your toy on top of a solid color backdrop. Green is the safest in most cases, but it should be a color contrasting your toy's skin and clothing. Remove the background using the Eraser app. Then place this edit of your toys on top of any other picture using the Add Photo tool in PicsArt. This can be a lot of fun for making your doll look like she's in front of water, mountains, parks, or anything else you can think of. For the best results, make sure to clean up the edges of your singled out toy.
Okay, so once you've added all the right effects, text, and other adjustments to your photo, what's next? Of course, a beautiful filter to make it pop. Most of the apps we've shared today do actually have their own sets of filters, some of which are worth checking out, but this next app is our secret weapon when it comes to the greatest filters available, and that is Photoshop Express. It's really impressive what you can change about the overall look of your photos with this app. We definitely recommend tinkering with all its different features. The spring filter can change night to day, brightening up even the darkest photos. Dappled is a personal favorite of mine. I use it all the time. It really makes the colors pop by boosting the saturation and vibrance. It can make for really beautiful, enchanting photos. The Autumn filter is great for dramatic vignettes, and the Dream filter definitely lives up to its name. It gives your photos a soft, surreal look with heavy contrast. This app is also your best option for altering visual components of your photo, including brightness, contrast, shadows, sharpness, and much more. You'll really feel like a professional photo editor using this one. There are a handful of other apps that I do occasionally use for my toy photos, as you can see here, but we've covered the basics and what I would consider the most relevant photo editor apps for toy and doll photography. Most of these apps, of course, have several other features that we didn't cover in this video. It would just take way too long to cover every single feature, so we definitely recommend doing some exploring of your own. You might discover some really cool and exciting things, but definitely give these a try if you want to up your Instagram game. If you plan on using some of these apps for the first time of your own, be sure to let us know, tag us on Instagram, and we will see you next time.